Well, I just made it 1 hour of driving on my blown JETTA TDI that I'm running on. Summertime I do 80% waste oil and 20% diesel, and in the wintertime I'm doing currently 50% diesel and 50% waste oil. So I just picked up this motor that I'm gonna clean up and slap it on. It's been 2 years since I blew a head gasket on this baby, and I probably overheated this car like 30 times at the minimum or more, but it's been a great car. It's my workhorse. And of course I got this XC90 project that finally got running properly. It had a code for throttle pedal position sensor, and we replaced that, and the car was still running rough, so we end up replacing the throttle body on the intake, and yeah, so that fixed the problem. So now we gotta do brakes all around, and the radio doesn't work. So this car is gonna be probably, I'm gonna be selling it soon or driving it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. This one we're still building the motor for it, budget project. So yeah, so we're gonna be slapping that motor back together hopefully soon. This one I just finished doing a timing belt. Pretty easy job. This one I got to put a 2.3 motor in it, RN, with a single VVT. So we're gonna be adapting that to an old style. This is a real nice car. This is I'd say this is my favorite car of all. It's very clean. It has no rust. I did swap the interior for, I put leather seats because it was all cloth. I don't know why my glove box is open. That's kind of weird, but that's what happens when you leave the car unlocked. I put an R seat on this side because I haven't been able to find a decent T5 seat on that side, so I had this R seat sitting around. The rear ones are leather too. They're really nice condition, so I'm kind of waiting for the right owner to get that, and of course that guy needs to be replaced. But I do have this car tuned up, still running at D16, nothing too crazy, but it moves really nice. Very nice car. No bad for Ontario car. Normally they're all rusted, and this one is clean. So I had this car for 5-6 years. I don't even know anymore. Long time. This one here, that's the R. This one needs a lot of work. A lot of work. So we're gonna be doing this one too. I want to make some videos. This one needs 2 CVs on the front wheel bearings, needs the whole front suspension done. Has some oil leaks. The Nevo mats on the back are shot. As you can tell, sitting pretty funny. Like that's from what I can remember. Yeah, so oil leaks, CV shafts. Brakes all around, of course, Nevo mat suspension front and back, and then it needs a good paint job because the paint is getting a little rough. On the one side there on the doors, getting a little rough. There might be some other stuff, and I don't know about these headlights, but I don't know if you guys had any luck with these ABMs, but I find them horrible at night. They kind of look cool, they kind of suit the car nice, but I do find them at night they're horrible. Like, I mean, they are bad, very, very, very bad. So yeah, I just picked up this motor anyways. So I was saying, so we're gonna be checking the turbo, make sure the turbo is good. This one has a lot of shaft play, so I don't know, I'll probably swap my turbo, but those lines look pretty crusty. But yeah, this is what it is. I paid $250 for this, and then we can get this bad boy back on the road, because I've done so much work on this car, front suspension, like everything has been done, so I don't want to let it die. But anyways, I wanted to show you, which I'm gonna make a video of my recycler filtration system that I have here for my oil. So this is what I use. I run these ones are 25 liters, so this is a 25-liter pail, so I do 25 liters at a time, and I heat it up. I have a hold on here, because I'm trying to I just about to sneeze, but yeah, I still have a little bit of a bug. So these ones are my oil containers. That's what I've been kind of like keeping my oil. There's a little bit of coolant on the bottom that I have to extract. I'm sure for a few times that I mixed the coolant in the oil. Not that I shouldn't, but this one is pretty good, because this one has been sitting for almost 2 years just settling. So this is the one I've been using the most. I still have a little oil in there. I don't use that car. I haven't been using the car too much because of the head gasket and all that stuff, so I haven't been going through a lot of oil. But what I do, as you can tell here, I have two lines, so 1 and 2. So 1 is to suck the oil, so it sucks the oil into the pump, as you can tell right here. So it goes here. This is your sucks the oil, and then from here pushes the oil through this hose, right? And then you have this bypass valve. So either you completely shut the return line. This is your return line, so this one goes back to the tank. I put it like that just so it drips while I'm hitting the I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but because I haven't run this thing in a little bit. But yes, the clear hose comes here into the pump, this one comes here, and then you shut this one off when you start this one. When you start the pump, and this one starts spinning, it's gonna start spinning. The warmer it gets, the more it would spin. There's a rotor inside, and all the particles and all the dirt gets collected on the on like a bowl. That I'm gonna make a video of this thing running, so you can actually see what do I mean. So anyways, when you have to kind of like monitor your pressure on that you're sending into the unit. So with this guy here, you cannot see if you're like bypassing a little bit of oil back into the return, which that return line, now that I remember, the black one, that's my return line. I put it directly in here. So once I fill up this pail, it's just returning back into the pail. Because what I do, like I said, the clear hose, so I suck the oil out here, and that's how I fill it. So I fill up the pail, I fill up this pail, either with the return line. You can fill it up with the return line, or you can close the return line, and all the pressure will get sent into the rotor. So then you start seeing oil coming out of this guy here. So the oil will come down. So your oil pressure comes from here, right? So then you decide if you want to fill up your bucket with the return line. So then you close it or open it, right? So if you close it completely, then all the oil is gonna go that way, and this guy here is gonna start spinning. So the more pressure you get, the more it would spin, and the hotter it will get, the more it will spin. So this thing spins really, really fast. And if you want to slow it down, then you release this guy here. So you release the pressure. All right. So the pressure on this guy is gonna start dropping, and then that means that it's not gonna be so much pressure going into the bowl on the rotor, right? So then your return line, it will start having some oil coming out of this line. So that's why I say you want to make sure this return line is not there, right? It's the black one here. Sorry for my mess, but this is what I'm trying to explain here. This is my heating rod, right? So I put this one right here. Just gonna try not to make too much mess here. So I'm just one hand. So what I do, I put this one right inside, just like so, and I plug it right into the outlet. Okay. So then this one is for sucking the oil out, the clear one, and then this one will be my return line. So once I turn the machine on, you can hear the pump start making noise, and then you'll see the oil sucking through this line, right? And then filling up the bucket. So that's when you have to make sure, if you're gonna fill up the bucket through the system, right, you gotta close this so there's no oil coming out of the return line. And then, I normally run this 25-liter pail because I cannot remember the specs, but this is Diesel Craft. So if you go online, you can see the specs on this Diesel Craft, and it tells you, because normally these ones you set them up on a pail barrel like that big, and this little thing, it will like recirculate the oil and clean the oil, and it tells you how many liters of oil it will clean by the hour or whatever. But I find if I just do small batches like this, 25 liters of oil at the time, because that's all I need for my Jetta. Like I can, I normally go through 40 to 50 liters of fuel, diesel or black diesel in a week, because I'm driving a lot, but I do get a lot of mileage, right? So even if I only use 25 liters, this thing would save me a lot of money, because right now diesel is kind of high. So that would be around like if I was paying only $1 per liter, I'm getting like really, really good mileage. So that's why I really want to fix my diesel car, so I can just keep driving it. So anyways, I got this machine on local classifieds. This guy used to filter veggie oil with this thing. That's why it's so dirty. I've been trying to clean all this stuff, but it's pretty caked on, because it used to be a vegetable oil that was getting filtered by this thing. So that's why I know, just by looking at this, I don't want to use vegetable oil and run that onto my car, because just by looking at this, it just makes me feel like everything will get caked like that, when it gets cold. Like all this stuff is just doesn't come off very easy. Plus I go through a lot of oil, and all the people that come here to my shop, and buddies and my clients or whatever, they always give me oil, and they always say, hey, you need some oil, and I just collect the oil. I haven't been collecting too much oil because my car was kind of running funny, and I wanted to fix it. So now finally I got this motor, so I'm gonna be doing the swap today and tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video of this thing running, so you can actually see. Like I said, I haven't been too long in this shop, and I got a mess here. Everything is messy, but I've been trying to keep the shop kind of clean. I do have a lot of projects going, you know, but I have the Volvo stuff here going, and the cams, and I have a bunch of stuff here for that Jeep that I was working on yesterday. I replaced all the stuff, so I do have a lot of crap, a lot of stuff to organize. I got all this stuff to clean and put this motor back together. This motor here, more parts of the R and the block, plus this beast of a motor here. So there's only how much, you know, there's only how much you can do when you're a one-man show. I'm divorced with 2 kids, so, and I'm not looking to date anytime soon. I just want to keep it single life. I'm enjoying single life a lot, and I've been able to do way more than when I used to have a partner with me. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. But yeah, so that's just another story. But yeah, we're gonna shut this thing off, move it over, and yeah, right now it's just staying right in the middle. So that's great. We drove 1 hour total back and forth to pick up this motor. So this thing sounds pretty good. Oh man, this car is just so much fun to drive. But anyways, that's all I got for now. Just wanted to make a quick little video on the Jetta. It's one of my projects. So I'm just gonna back here and put the motor back in, put it inside the shop, but anyways, cheers guys. Have a good weekend, and whoever's watching this stuff, life is good, and you can achieve everything you want. You can achieve. You just gotta put your mind into it. All right, adios.